Greetings, YouTube. Yesterday I was reading an article over on Fark. It dealt with a high school teacher that has been fired because she has done adult films in the past. And in the thread, someone made an interesting comment. And the comment was that if it's legal, society has deemed it moral. Now, that's an interesting idea. And I think it has some merit in some ways, but I also think that it's drastically flawed in others, because as American society is about to show you, it's wrong. And I'm not immune to this. For example, tobacco. Tobacco is perfectly legal to own and use with restrictions, yet I consider it immoral to use tobacco around children. I would support it being illegal to use tobacco around children. Alcohol is perfectly legal to purchase and use with restrictions. And I am opposed to anyone using any recreational chemical around kids. Kids don't need to be around adults that are not sober. Period. You just don't. There's no reason to. They don't need the example. They don't need the fallout of adults that are chemically inebriated on whatever chemical they happen to be using. The most common and most easily available in America is, however, alcohol. But I fully support reproductive rights, and there are those that think that even though abortions are legal, they should be eliminated, that they are immoral. Firearms are legal to purchase and own and use. There are people who consider their possession and use immoral. We have a lot of things that fall into this halfway state. And those kinds of halfway states, I've come to realize, bug the crap out of me. That I've come to realize I'm profoundly annoyed. I'll go so far as to say that I despise inconsistency. I think originally it was a dislike of inconsistency in the rules of role-playing games. But as I began to delve deeper and deeper into my dislike of inconsistency, I came to realize it is everywhere, and I don't like it. And I'm guilty of it, as are most Americans. I imagine most people in general are. We think that certain things are immoral, even though they are legal. And we think that certain things which are considered immoral by some should be legal. For example, I believe that all drugs should be decriminalized because it would be better for society. It would save people from going to prison. It would save us heaps and heaps of money. But there are folks who think that the use of chemicals like that is immoral, so they should not be made legal, and it is, fine just the way it is, even though it fuels an evil empire of slave labor. But that's beside the point. The concept that if society says it's legal, society agrees that it's moral is interesting. But it's flawed, and as I've just shown you, it's wrong. But I'm interested in hearing what you have to say. This is just a thought I'm throwing out here. This is I don't have a real end game with this. I'm just interested in knowing, what do people think when they hear that statement? If society says it's legal, society says it's moral.